to
Marriage Mondays.
We have a show for you today. We're going to talk about
Here we go again.
Marriage and parenting. I didn't forget.
Almost.
I was just using silence as a key factor.
Be honest, you forgot a little bit, didn't you?
I didn't.
You didn't? Okay.
No.
All right.
So yeah, we're going to bring you a topic that I feel like will be helpful, or we feel like will be helpful.
Absolutely.
To people who are married and who are parents, or people who are becoming parents. We have quite a few of those around us. So hopefully today's segment helps you. And if so, don't forget to comment down below, you all. Like the video, share the video.
And subscribe.
Hit
the little bell, hit all, please. That way you get all of our notifications when we post videos and eventually go live.
Yes, that's our goal, to go live here soon. So yeah, I mean, it's been great.
Yeah. Hope you guys have been enjoying the videos lately. We've had quite a few people on that we're gonna get them exposed, get you guys exposed to them, get them exposed to you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
their videos should already be out by the time this video comes out.
Yeah.
At least one couple.
One couple. Yeah. The next couple, it's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so be looking out for them because they was dropping gems, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
I felt like I was eating, okay?
I felt like I was in school.
Yeah, it was dope.
They were dropping so much stuff. So anyway, marriage and parenting.
Well, yeah, but before we do that, like, what's been going on, husband?
So, I don't know.
Any changes?
Not that I can remember. Where are these questions coming from? What changes? Have you had any changes?
I'm going back to work.
Oh, yeah, I'm going back to work. Maternity leave is done.
Yeah. I got, 6 days before I go back to work. I'm going to miss my baby.
It's okay. She'll be in good hands.
I am going to miss her.
She's going to be like, I'm going to be like the Allstate man.
She's in good hands?
That's Allstate, Stan. You're in good hands. Yep, that's going to be me. To make sure she is good and to give Hershey all kinds of comfort, I'm probably going to send you pictures like every hour on the hour just to let you know she's breathing, okay?
I know, but it doesn't help that she's on me just about every day.
Every day, all day. Yes. You wanted a mommy's baby, and that's what you have.
Yeah.
You have made it hard for daddy.
Well, I didn't mean to. I didn't. That's not what I intended it to look like.
Copy that. Okay. I preached.
Yeah, he brought a dope service, y'all. I was so encouraged. Like, I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been a long while.
Yeah.
I haven't preached in front of a crowd like that in eons, it feels like. It feels like it's been a long time.
It's definitely been some years.
Yeah.
But it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah. So I want to talk about that real quick. Like, so that I told her, she, like, the first time that, because I had to do it twice in this, like once last month and then once this month. So I felt like the first time I was not in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I was not in my comfort place. So when I did, I kind of like rushed through everything. But this time, I was comfortable.
Yeah, and you could tell. I don't know if we can put the link to it in the description box.
I don't know. We have to see.
If we can, look in the description box for that Sunday service.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So yeah, marriage and parenting.
Marriage and parenting. Here we go. So, married for how long, Hershey?
Going on 12 years.
Okay. And we have how many children?
3.
Very good. They are 3 girls, and their ages are
9, 6, and 3 months.
Very good. See, we doing good. That's terrible. That's terrible. 9, 6, and 3 months. So, what is it like for us now having a 9-year-old, and then what made us decide that a newborn would be the best option?
I didn't decide it. God did.
God decided that.
As crazy as it sounds, yes, we had to do the work, but God had spoke. So that's a whole
another story for a whole nother day. We're gonna have to do like just the.
I know we should have so many videos by the time.
Because
because there's so many. That's another story for another day.
So we're not talking about that. We're talking about marriage and parenting. So, so we have three children, and they are adorable.
Yeah.
Jayla, who is our oldest, she is going through that stage of life where she's about to be 10.
Oh yeah.
And I'm ready to rip her esophagus out.
Yeah, it's a lot that comes with that. Lord have mercy.
Yes. Then you have Lizzie, who is 6, getting ready to be 7.
Yeah, she's always been a handful.
She's always been a handful. We always said that Lizzie was the child who danced to the beat of her own drum. There is a saying out there on social media, no one tries your gangster more than your second child.
And it's her.
It's her. It's her. Love her to pieces. But it's her.
It is absolutely her.
So, and then there's Genesis. I don't think Genesis likes me too much.
Accusation!
She doesn't know not to like you. She's a mama's baby. She likes mommy.
False accusation.
She used to like Jayla, but
yeah,
really nobody can hold her.
Yeah.
Before she's crying. And wanting to be in my arms. So
yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. I deal with it. I take it as it is. So, let's talk about the highs and lows of being parents, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what were some of the things that we experienced with Jayla that we dare not do with Genesis?
My number one thing is advocating. Like, that's the one thing that just burns me up about us being younger. Like, of course, like young 20-year-old parents, is that we didn't advocate. Like, we were too fearful to hurt people's feelings.
Yeah.
So
we let people hold her, and just people would just come up to her and just pick her up, and we'd be like, oh, okay. Not anymore.
Yeah. And so, and she's also the kid now who will go up to
anybody.
And that frightens me, because I keep trying to explain to her, you can't trust everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she's gotten a lot better, because one day where we live, there was a white van.
My God. So I told her, I said, Jay, go take out the trash, because we're trying to teach her, certain responsibilities in the house. So I said, Jay, take out the trash. So she took it out, and I said, okay, now go start the car up, because I think she was late for school. And so I said, go start the car up. And this white van, because the people next door had moved out, and so they were coming to clean the carpet. We didn't know that. So this white van pulls up, and she looks, and she bolts to the door. And she's like, Dad. And I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, there's a white van, there's no windows, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, and that's something we've taught her, that we should, be aware of certain vehicles.
Yeah.
Because listen, the world we live in is so different than the world
we grew up in.
Yeah. So I was so proud of her that she was aware of her surroundings.
Yeah.
Which kind of helps redeem, us not doing it when she was younger.
Yeah. And so that was Hershey's, like, just advocating for our children more. Mine is affirming them, because we have all girls. Affirmations are very important.
Mm-hmm.
Letting them know they're pretty, they're beautiful, they're gorgeous, they're smart, they're all those things. Because my whole thing was when Jayla first came into this world, I was like, I wanted to be the father who made sure that she knew I loved her.
Yeah. Because
I don't want any as what I say back then, I don't want no nappy head boy coming up to her telling her she's pretty, and she falls head over heels for him.
Yeah.
You come tell her she's pretty now, and she be like, my daddy tells me I'm pretty all the time.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I want them to know that they really... What are you laughing at?
Because I'm reminded that... So Jayla's a loyal person. And that reminded me when there was a boy outside. So at this time, she was liking another boy already. Like, her and another boy, they had feelings for each other. Which was fine. We're okay with that, because we know at this age,
That starts to happen.
Feelings start to, arise. But she know that she cannot have a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And she was outside, and this boy had told her, like, hey, you're cute, I like you. She just, so I said, Jayla, well, what did you say to him? She said, nothing. I just walked away. I said, well, why didn't you at least say thank you or, I'm not interested? She said, because I didn't want to. I didn't. Basically, it didn't bother her. Like,
Yeah.
And there's quite a few boys who thinks that she's cute.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. She's a beautiful little girl.
She is.
But she just, it doesn't tickle her fancy that they like her. And I think that's dope.
Yeah. And so that's what I will hope to, make sure that they know now that they are beautiful, they are loved, they are adored, by me. Because it's one thing for a mother to say it, but it's something else when your father tells you that.
Oh, yes.
And even if we were to have a boy, his affirmations most likely will come from his mom.
Yeah.
Where it's,
I can't wait to be a boy mom.
Letting him know he's handsome and, he's brave and he's courageous and he's a man of valor and a man of faith. Those type of things, they mean a lot. That's why, listen, I get it. Single parent homes are out there, but it's a good thing to have people in your life who will affirm your children, with you. Trusted people.
Yes.
Because you can't trust everybody, even family.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another story for another day. Not on our end.
Yeah.
But, just knowing that, you have to know who's in your circle. Our children know very limited adults.
They know them, but they can't stay the night in no one's house.
Yeah.
Besides our parents.
Yeah. That's about it.
Yep.
Yeah. Our parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're very protective of them. Okay,
Yeah.
so what's something else?
What's your high? Like, what is something you love doing that you didn't do back then, but you do now?
I love to spend quality time with the girls. Like, we have our days. I haven't been able to do it as much, but I love to get out our little spa thing and paint their nails, give them a pedicure, all of those good things. So, yeah. If you see me keep looking over, it's because Genesis is asleep.
And we're trying to get this done before she wakes up.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not sure we're going to do it, though, but it's okay.
All right. And then, so my high would be something we talked about yesterday, which is I wrestle with them. It's quality time, as well. So I wrestle with them and I play the game with them.
Yeah. And the reason why it's such a good thing for me is because I didn't have it growing up. I didn't know what it was like to spend time with my mother because she worked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was going down that same path of, even though I didn't work a lot, I didn't have the capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, thank you. I didn't have the capacity to parent them, to be emotionally and physically available for them.
Yeah.
But as I'm doing the work, I love to spend time with them.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's my high.
Yeah. And then last thing we want to talk about is the fact that we've created a safe space for them to be able to come and talk to us. And Hershey has said something along the lines of, I'm glad about the way we responded to them because it keeps them coming back.
Yeah. So Jayla's the oldest. So she kind of experiences a little more than Elizabeth. And even here recently, like, there's no conversation that's off limits. However, how deep we go into the conversation, there are boundaries.
Absolutely.
And before I answer, like, a question she might have, maybe about two people coming together to do fun things. Read between the lines, people. I don't Facebook or YouTube to, put a flag on a plane. So, she asked about that here recently because some boy at school had the conversation with her, like, do you know where babies come from?
No, do you know how they're made?
Yeah, do you know how they're made?
Yeah.
And so he was vivid from what comes out to what goes in. And so I was shook, but I had to be mindful of how I would respond because I didn't want to shut her down.
Yeah.
So what I do is when those kinds of questions arise, I try to gauge where she's at.
Yeah.
What is her thoughts? How does she feel?
Right.
And then I respond according to that.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
And so yeah, that's our take on marriage and parenting. Listen, if you want to know more about like this conversation and how things came about, we do have a podcast, you guys. I'll put the link in. It's called Talk with the Thompsons, and we actually do 2 episodes about marriage and parenting. We just wanted to come in and kind of give our intake to our new audience about what that looks like for us. So listen, be on the lookout for the next episode. This is just like a drop in kind of. So we love you guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.